Mrs. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and lovely guests. If you could accomplish anything, what would you like to do? Maybe you want more money or less weight. Perhaps you care to be an entrepreneur or a screenwriter. To pose the question another way, what unique vision makes you, you? I once posed this question to someone. He was only 10 years old, but he told me what he wanted to be when he grew up. He said he wanted to be a quarterback at the NFL. He wanted to create an entertainment industry larger than Disney. And he wanted to be a pilot all in one. I told him that sounded like a pretty good plan, but I made sure to pass on some useful advice. I said, as amazing as that plan may be, laziness tends to seep into what we do, and our bad habits keep us from our goals. Now, I want to ask you all another question. What are we supposed to do about our bad habits? How can we go around our bad habits and do what we want to do? Do the things that we always dreamed we would do. Well, in 2006, Duke University released a study that showed that 40% of what we do are habits. This means that 40% of our waking day can be used for good, but shouldn't be used for sloth. Now, in the book, The Power of Habit, by Charles Duhigg, published in 2014, he explains the structure for making a new habit. This includes the cue, the routine, and the reward. Now, these three new words to you may seem ambiguous to you, but let me break it down for you. The first step is the cue. This is the time of the day, a time in your day where you plan to do one thing only. This implies a few things. It means that you can't go to War Fun every 10 minutes, and you can't watch a YouTube video every 20 minutes, and you can't even search up the song in your head every 30 minutes. You have to focus on the one thing you're doing. Now, who could forget Benjamin Franklin when he said, "Early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, wise." Benjamin Franklin kept a very rigorous routine throughout his day. This helped him maximize his habits. He had a time for studying, and he had a time for doing his work, and a time for tying up, and a time for enjoying himself. He would go on to publish the Poor Richard's Almanac, create an early stove, contribute to the understanding of electricity, and be a founding father to the United States. By organizing his day, Benjamin Franklin found more time to do things. The second step to making a new habit is a routine. This is what exactly you plan to do to reach your goal. Now, this could be a few things. This could be going to the gym, reading up on history, going over your Spanish vocab. It could be many things. Now, a problem that you might have here is when you notice that the routine just isn't working, and you gotta switch out your routine for a new one. Let me give you a personal and slightly embarrassing example of how this comes into play. When I was little, I was overweight. My figure, nothing to boast. And I know what you're thinking, I know. Michael, that's hard to believe. But alas, it's too true. I was very fond of lasagna and foods which made you fat. I didn't like to exercise, I wasn't much of an athlete, and dieting, that was out of the question. I solved my problem one day with a very unexpected solution. I got a Wii game, the Wii game Wii Fit Plus. Now you may have some ambiguous premonitions about this one too. A Wii game, that'll never work. However health-based it may advertise. But I believe that gave me a pretty good start. I dedicated myself to playing the game 30 minutes a day for 2 years, being the gamer that I am. After 2 years, I had changed, and not just in my gaming ability. I had lost weight. I had lost about 15 pounds. I would go on to participate in golf, cross-country, soccer, and high school track. By thinking outside the box, I found a way to make a habit, a routine, even one seemingly improbable at first, work for me. My last tip to you all to making a new routine is the use of the reward. Reward is an incentive for your actions. This can include a 5-minute break, a small treat, or simply just boosting your ego. In essence, a reward is a milestone towards your greater goal. An interesting example of the use of rewards is used in marketing. How marketers apply rewards in their products to maximize profits. Take Febreze, a household air freshener that came out in the 90s. When first released to the market, they were a commercial flop. While effective, people weren't convinced of their usefulness. The marketers, in response to this problem, added a pleasant-smelling fragrance to the mixture. This made the otherwise bland mixture make things smell good. Not only did people's houses not smell bad, they smelled good. With a reward on the table, people were more willing to hand over their money, and they sold like hotcakes. Take the advice of historic salesmanship and give yourself a reward for your efforts. Now I've presented 3 steps to making a habit. The cue, the time of your day where you plan to do something. The routine, what exactly you plan to do to reach your goal. And the reward, the incentive to do what you want, a meantime incentive for doing what you want to do before you reach your goal. With these 3 things in mind, you are sure to be on your way to making new amazing habits. But if somehow you're not, and you didn't take much from this, and you're not organized, your routine isn't working for you, and you're not even giving yourself rewards, then I'm afraid you've got some reading to do. I'm just messing.
Awesome job. Really. I'm impressed with how you use